Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper wonderful, super duper beautiful, and super duper delicious wherever you are in the world. So what do we do? 3, 2, 1. Beam me up, my juice little lads. Thank you, little lads. You're lovely and bright. Now then, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, sorry, to my little subscribers. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of our wonderful little passers-by. And I hope that you too are having a super duper time wherever you are in the world, and that life is treating you also deliciously. Okay, so much love to you all, my delicious little babies. Now then, my weather in my old neck of the woods in the old UK. Well, you know, it's still rather chilly, no wind, but the zuzums, you know, have been going up in the sky, and, well, it was looking a different colour. Okay, so I just thought I'd mention that, my delicious little babies. Now then, if you do happen to enjoy my video today, if you could please click on the like. For others of you who haven't yet subscribed, if you could please subscribe if you enjoy my videos. For others of you, please feel free to leave a comment. And finally, please, if you feel that you would like to share, then please feel free to share, okay? So, first things first. So yesterday, I had 2 pieces of bad news. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now, the one piece of bad news, and that was just before I was just about to jump into my juicy little shower. I had a beautiful dear lady who lives in the road across the way from me. A lovely couple, her and her dear husband. They're in their early 60s. Well, she came across, and what it was, a couple of days prior, my delicious little babies, there was an ambulance, you know, flashing up the road, you know, and then not long after that, there was another Ninar ambulance. So there was 2 ambulances, okay? And what had happened was, I don't know whether you would remember, for those of you wonderful and beautiful and delicious little babies who've been following me for all this time, but last year there was a dear gentleman who I happened to tell you about, and you know, not long after he'd taken the old jab, okay, and very sadly, God bless his beautiful dear soul, well, he passed over. He was 57. Well, his dear wife, well, she was still here, you see, and you know, well, she was having, like, her family, you know, like, you know, because I've seen her, you know, just occasionally, God bless her, and she was having her family, you know, coming up weekly, you know, to come and spend time with her, you know, because she really, I do not feel, was coping very well with the loss of her, you know, her dear beautiful husband, God bless, you know, because a beautiful couple as well, beautiful dear lady as well. And well, I thought, well, something's happened, you know, if you've got 2 ambulances, so, you know, and what had happened was, the way that it was explained to me, when this beautiful dear lady who happens to live a few doors, well, next door actually, to this dear lady, yes, well, what had happened was, she was called round, you see, and well, a dear gentleman who passed last year, well, his beautiful dear wife, God bless her beautiful dear soul, well, she was curled up on the sofa, and she'd very sadly passed. She was 53. Okay, now they're saying that, you know, that there's no, you know, there's nothing else that's happened here. Just God bless her that, you know, she just went to sleep and never woke up. And it's just so very, very, very sad. Beautiful dear couple, you know, for 5 years, you know, used to always, you know, pop a Christmas card through my door. You know, I used to have the odd conversation, you know, with him. Do you see what I mean? Never used to see a lot of his dear wife, you know. But, you know, but I used to see him, you know, regularly. Do you see what I mean? God bless. So it's not even 12 months since her dear husband has passed. And then she's passed. And according to what I've heard, what happened, my delicious little babies, is that well, she had a cousin there or something. And anyway, they were going up to bed. They'd had a conversation for hours. this dear lady, beautiful dear lady, and her cousin. And he's, you know, they said, oh, you know, I'm going, I don't think it's a male, said, oh, you know, I'm going up to bed, you see. And she said, oh, yes, okay. She says, you know, I'll be going to bed in a few minutes. But she clearly did not do that. And she just curled up on the sofa and just never woke up, God bless. Okay, so I heard that piece of news and I was out walking my beautiful, delicious and wonderful little Ruby Tuesday, and then I was coming back, you know, because I was doing like a round where I was walking, and then I was on my way back, and there's this dear lady and gentleman who live, because our road's quite a long road, you see, and so I was on my way back and he lives down here. So anyway, so I said, oh, you know, just happened to say, you know, oh, good morning, you know, and I hope that you and your dear wife are well. And then, well, and he said, well, she'd had a fall, went into the hospital. She had internal bleeding, and very sadly, a couple of weeks ago, she'd passed over. But of course, he was very, very, you know, upset, God bless him, because they would have been married 50 years. They never had any bairns. Neither of the beautiful dear couples had any bairns, never had any children, you know. And especially with this one that I'm just talking about now, this dear gentleman, his dear wife, well, she used to be an ex-music teacher. And, well, they used to travel. I mean, over the years, I've spoken to them and, you know, they were talking about where they've travelled. So they've travelled to a lot of places. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. And so, you know, and of course he was rather upset, you know, very tearful. So I gave him a hug. Do you understand what I mean? Yes, as I did with the dear lady, because they're beautiful dear souls, you know, who came and informed me of the dear lady in the next road. Do you see what I mean? So that was two pieces of sad news. And then, of course, I had the other sad news that I've explained. Not fully, but so yes, it's just very sad, isn't it, everybody? I mean, I'm not here to give everybody bad news. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yes, it's just I just wanted to explain something. So yesterday, I was not particularly in the mood for, you know, for coming on the camera, really, to tell you the truth. Do you know what I mean? Plus the fact as well, I had to do a couple of readings, so you know what I mean? So yesterday, no. Do you see? I do try my best, all of my wonderful and delicious little babies out there. I do my utmost, okay, to, you know, to do a video every day, okay, even if not many really look at it, but I still will make an effort to do that. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, my delicious little baby. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this video off, then I'm going to do another one, okay? Now, the reason why is that I've got to try and keep my minutes down here, okay? Because for some wonderful and delicious little babies out there, well, it may be a little bit too long a video, if you know what I mean. So if I could try to shorten them, I feel that that's the best thing to do. But I just wanted to explain, really. So to all of you wonderful and delicious little babies out there, please, you know, please spare a thought for others who are losing dear loved ones in one way or another. Do you see what I mean? Because there's an awful lot in the world right now who are, there we go, before I even say it, who are suffering immensely, okay? So please and thank you. So please continue to feel the love, okay? Please, you know, please give a hug or a pat on the back, okay, to either your friends, your family, your work colleagues, you know, if you wish to do so. Some are not huggy, are they? Some do not like giving others a hug. Do you see what I mean? They just like to give them a pat on the back or shake the hand, okay? But please, you know, tell them that you love them and they're juicy and delicious, okay? Now, until my next video, my delicious little babies, you take care now. Thank you for listening. Much love. God bless. Take care. Thank you. Goodbye.